Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Mark here from Marc's Garage. Welcome back to another video. Today we're actually in the garage, and I'm just doing a quick video and going to kind of do a tour of the garage, show you some of the things I use in and out every day in here when I'm in here working. Kind of show you some of my little work areas, maybe talk about the bikes just a little bit. Just shoot the shit. I was up late last night, couldn't sleep, so I decided I was going to kind of clean up and organize the garage a little bit. It had been pretty messy, but I've been working on a lot of stuff, so that's kind of the way it is. When I'm in here working on stuff, I'll usually have whatever I need out, tools and supplies-wise and everything like that, and just kind of leave it out until I'm done working on whatever it is I'm working on. But it was kind of getting too much last night, so especially the area where I have the R1 hat over there working on it. So I decided I was going to kind of clean up here, and then I'll just kind of show you some of the stuff. Nothing special, just a standard 2-car garage that I'm working out of here. I think you guys have seen, my videos enough of the driveway and, neighborhood where I live and such like that. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of things. So over here, we got a nice little workbench that I have used. This one's adjustable up and down. Kind of right now is the area where I've got all the stuff for the Aprilia RSV4 factory that I'm doing. A bunch of the parts that I took off and replaced the stuff with, hardware and all that over there as well. I actually got a gearbox and a spare gearbox in there and some gaskets, having a fourth gear jumping out issue with the RSV4, but that's something I knew about when I bought the bike, but no big deal. Those are pretty easy to change. In the RSV4, they actually have a cassette style gearbox, and really the hardest thing about changing it is pulling the clutch basket. Everything else in that is probably like a 30-minute job. So I'm going to do that. I've rode it around a little bit. I haven't seen it be that bad, but definitely something I want to keep an eye on. I probably will change the box. I got a really nice condition box for about $350. So over here we've got some of these roll arounds right here. I use these for supplies, and in there I think this one's mostly like hardware, motorcycle hardware, and I got a drawer that's like factory stuff that I bought and used, and then supplies, storage up there, and this is where I keep some parts and stuff like that for the bikes, take off parts and parts that I'm waiting to get installed and such. Pretty nice. That was what I liked about this house when we got it. It had a little bit of storage in the garage already in there, so that cabinet, and then I've got a couple of really nice storage closets too that I want to show you. I got some of my old helmets that are expired hanging throughout the garage. Bought these hangers on Amazon. I thought they looked pretty cool. I have a bunch of helmets I'll show you in a second that are kind of just all sitting in boxes, expired. Most of them are years old, so can't really wear them when they get that old, but they do look kind of cool on display. That one right there is actually a Suomi Extreme Andrew Pitt. It's like one of the first cool helmets I bought when I had my Kawasaki ZX9R. So then we got over there, got a dual sport, a Shoei, Rossi 500, old Rossi, that's like from his rookie season, I believe. Nicky Hayden Arai, and a couple of Ben Spies helmets as well too. I really like Ben Spies. And the art around my garage is just your standard stuff. They got a poster blown up with RC 51s and some banners, and just some more stuff over here. Some jerseys from when my daughter was little. She's 16, almost 17 now. She turns 17 next month. I got some license plates. These license plates on display are basically every state that I ever visited or spent significant time in. And let me see here. Fridge, of course, stocked with beer. Just a little bit of multimedia stuff there. Got some Stay Tuned on the TV there. Again, helmets. Like I said, I like to store my helmets in the box when I can. Most of these are helmets. And then some parts that I'm working on. That's RC51 fairing right there that I'm in the process of refurbishing for Budget Nicky. When I get that done, when I get that finished smoothing down and painted and decaled up, then I'll have a full set of OEM body work for Budget Nicky once again. And some takeoff stuff from the R1 up there. It was the original fender on it. Has a crack in it, so I replaced it with a really nice mint condition 2000 fender on it. That's why it has the Yamaha lettering on the fender. And let me see here. Yeah, quite a bit more stuff in there. I got some stuff from the Ducati in there as well. Some fuel jugs up there, some riding boots up there, and then some old motocross stuff as well. My main box here is this Husky limited edition box here that I got from Lowe's. I really like this box. I mean, they take a lot of crap, but it's been awesome for what I've had. I've had it about 8 years now. I love it. The black on black with the matte finish and the gloss. You know, the wheels or the drawers are just great. So I do have all Craftsman tools for the most part. Yeah, I know some of y'all say Craftsman sucks now because it's not made in America anymore, but a lot of the stuff I have is old stuff made in America. I got some channel locks. Those are made in America as well. My pliers, sockets, a little bit of everything. Got some Craftsman. At least my ratchets and stuff are nice Craftsman, but I do got some Harbor Freight stuff there. And then just down the road, nothing special with my tools, but I do like to buy special tools a lot. So I got quite a few special tools. For power tools and stuff like that, I really like the Ryobi system. Probably about, when they first came out, really, I think someone gave me as a gift a set of those and got me into those. And now, you know, I've got so much of them. The bottom drawer, I think, is full of Ryobi stuff too. I just like the 18 volt plus thing. You got, you know, blower, heater, even got a propane heater down there of it. All kinds of stuff, shop vac. So I really like the Ryobi stuff. I think it's a little bit underrated. Got a nice Husky stainless steel lighted workbench here that I do a lot of work on with the vise in it. A grinder, and then another roll around here, another Husky roll around here that's more supplies and stuff. Over here I got electrical stuff in that drawer, chemicals, second drawer, third drawer is my tapes. And then got spare hardware, clamps, brake stuff in there. And then what I got in the bottom, just lift some more tools in the bottom. Don't have a big compressor, but I really don't use air tools that much anymore with everything going power tools now, or Ryobi as far as impacts and stuff. But I do got a small compressor there. I've had that for years and years and years. It's a Briggs & Stratton Brute. It's been really good. So, I mean, that's been through 3 or 4 moves from me. So closet here, some storage in there. So another main bench here. This is where I was working on the R1 and use this for the R1 here. This bench here, another Husky stuff. Got that Z50R there. It's an 85 Z50R. All original. So I bought a bunch of stuff to start restoring it and tore it apart. The tank was pretty bad in it, but I got it. Derusted the tank and kind of just fell out of favor with it. So one day I'll get to that and finish it, but I'm sure we'll run. It was put away and, you know, in a barn outside, a barn find, but I said maybe I'll get to finish that and have that little fun toy to play around the neighborhood with. So chemical closet, most of my chemicals and stuff in here. That's pretty nice. See what I said, mean about having the storage area in the garage is really cool. Got 2 of these closets. The other one goes underneath the stairs in the house. It's kind of neat. And then pretty much that's it. You know, that's a good tour of my garage. There's my bikes again, once again. As you see, we got the 98 R1. Just finished up working on that one. Should have a voltage regulator for that next week. And then debate on whether I'm going to do the stator or not. I'm going to check the stator out with it running and check the voltages and do the little multimeter test and see what the stator's doing. But I really don't want to fuck with that stator, to be honest. The stator for those bikes is hidden behind pressed on flywheel. So it's not as simple as just pulling the magneto cover and changing out the stator like it is on every other bike pretty much that I've ever worked on. You actually got to pull the flywheel off, and the stator's bolted to the engine underneath the flywheel. So, and I've seen some pretty bad horror stories online about people trying to get that flywheel off of there, pulling threads out of there, having to cut the flywheel. And the flywheel is like $560 if you order it from Yamaha, and the stator is also about $500 from Partzilla. So I really don't want to cheap out with a cheaper stator, because I don't think they last, for one. I put one in Mean Greenie and it lasted maybe 1 season. And, I'm not a fan. That was a Ricky Stater too, supposed to be one of the best, and just junk. So not really happy with the idea of doing that. So I may actually spend for the OEM if I need it, but I did get an OEM voltage regulator. I think that is actually the problem. Aprilia over there, like I mentioned before, 2010 Aprilia RSV4 factory, 2006 Kawasaki ZX-10R. That's the actual last brand new bike that I bought. So everything else that I bought lately has been used. That's the last brand new bike I bought. About 7,000 miles on it, original miles on that. And beside that, I got the 2004 ZX-10 shortly after I bought the 06. I just had a friend that worked at the dealer, and he's like, look, we got this in on trade, and it was like pretty much brand new when I got it, because it's 2006, 2004 was still a pretty new bike. He gave me a really good deal on that. Ex-wife wasn't happy at the time that I came home with another bike, another ZX-10R after one that I just bought a few months ago. But those two have been in the collection the longest. Then I got the 2003 Honda RC51 in 2016. I actually got that as a trade. It was at a dealer, like a used car dealer, actually. And they were only asking like $3,500 for it. But I had a dirt bike and a supermoto that I was trying to sell both of them. And just for shits and giggles, I asked the dealer if they would take a trade. And I traded both the supermoto and the Husqvarna supermoto, and then a CR250R, which I really would have kept, wish I would have kept that in hindsight, because it was 2001 and it only had about 10 hours, and those things are worth a pretty penny now. It was very, very nice. But anyways, RC51, much nicer, much more collectible. When I got it, it was pretty much all stock besides some Two Brothers slip-ons and some cheesy ass freaking neon body kit light on it, and super dark Chinese windscreen. It was totally, totally blinged out pretty much. And I put it back to stock and started modifying that one. And it's still only, I think, 7,000 miles. I like that one so much that I bought this 04 RC51 as a project, paid $500 for it. It was on actually the same time that I was looking for the 03. I went and looked at that one as well too. And the guy had it, said it had a blown motor. It was sitting outside of his trailer house in the weather, had Chinese fairings on it. So anyways, I told him I'd take it off his hands for him. He got desperate for money after I got this R51, or the 2003. He got desperate for money. I told him I'd take it off his hands for him. I was hoping maybe at least I could use some parts off of it, and bought it for $500. Brought it home, put a battery in it, and the fucking thing fired right up. I'm like, there was no blown engine in it. The only thing that possibly could have been construed as a problem with the bike was it had Jardine slip-ons that were completely, blown apart. The rivets were missing in them, and the baffle was loose, rattling around inside one of the cans. And it did sound like a box of rocks, but nothing wrong with that engine. Completely rebuilt that bike from the ground up. Pretty much the only thing that's still on it from when I got it is the frame, the tank, and the engine. Everything, and the swing arm. Everything else has been completely redone. Like I said, right now I still do have Chinese side fairings on it, and upper, but I do have everything but the right side done. That right side, and then I have new old stock front fairing and new old stock left fairing as well too. So the tail section's new old stock as well too. And then fast forward to 2020. When I got the Ducati Panigale V4S, it was a COVID purchase, board at home for work for 2 years from COVID pretty much, and luckily I still had a job, thankful for that, but I needed something to do, and a lot of people bought motorcycles and toys during COVID, so I went to AMS Ducati in Dallas and got the Panigale V4S. Had about 3,000 miles on it. When I got it, it was a program bike, so basically, it was a demo bike. So basically, a demo Had never been titled from the dealer, and was all stock when I got it. So as you see now, nowhere near stock, and basically only 1,000 miles later. So I think I wrote it today, and it just ticked over 4,000 miles. So I know some of y'all say that's pathetic, but really when you got 7 bikes in the garage, it's hard to ride a lot and put a lot of miles on them, just because you got so many of them, you know. And also I don't live close to my work, so where I used to be able to ride to and from work all the time, now it's 50-mile ride on the interstate. So I really don't feel like riding my bikes to work every day just to ride them. So they're weekend toys, but I do try and keep the miles on them. And then we got the R1, the 98 R1 was again kind of an impulse purchase from Iconic Motorsports. I was bidding, saw it was on there. It was a Japanese import, listed as a project. Bidding just never took off on it, and never really took off on it, and I got it for next to nothing. And when I got it, it wasn't great, but it was was what they represented. Icon did a great job of the description and working with me on the shipping. I got it here, had a title issue as they listed it, so it's not Iconic's fault. They listed it as a clear Washington title, which is great. The problem is my DMV here in Louisiana did not recognize the Washington title for some reason. They said basically, yes, you have a valid title, but it is not valid in Louisiana. What you're gonna have to do is get the bike inspected, get the safety inspection done on it, get the VIN verification done on it, and a sheriff's department deputy will have to sign off on it and fill some paperwork out that you will then take to the DMV, and they'll be able to let you get a title and register it. So as you can see, I finally got that taken care of. Ended up not being near as hard as I thought, but also I had it torn apart and found some pretty significant problems with it that needed to be addressed before I put it back on the road anyway. So I kind of just took the back burner for a year. But as you can see, we're back together, ready to go. The only thing really outstanding now is that stator. And then I'm gonna put some real miles on this thing when I get that taken care of. And then last but not least, you saw my recent videos on the RSV4 factory, and really enjoying that. I took that out, took both the Ducati and the RSV4 out today. Got a really great ride in. Really like that bike, really like it. And we're getting ready to have some thunderstorms here in Louisiana, so that's why I got the garage closed. And just thought I would say hi and give you a video for today, and kind of give you a lay of the land here when you're looking at my videos, and kind of a tour of the garage. So hope you have a great day. Like, click, subscribe my videos, leave a comment if you like, and hope to see you in the next one.